Reaching the age of 70 is a meaningful milestone that often brings a lot of reflection. By this point, many people have lived through a wide range of experiences, career successes, personal achievements, raising families, and so much more. These years don't just pile up. They bring wisdom, strength, and a clearer sense of what's truly important in life. You've seen highs and lows, and you've learned what makes life worth living. At the same time, it's a moment to look at what no longer matters. The things that once motivated us, but now feel unnecessary or heavy. Maybe it's habits, pressures, or ideas that used to drive you, but don't fit anymore. Entering this phase of life offers a chance to let go of what doesn't help us anymore and focus on what brings happiness, peace, and purpose. It's like cleaning out an overstuffed closet. You keep what you love and let the rest go. This shift allows us to live more genuinely, enjoy simplicity, and put our well-being first. It's not about losing something. It's about gaining freedom to be who we really are. Here are 9 things that lose their importance after 70, along with practical steps to let them go and embrace a lighter, more satisfying life. Each one is a chance to rethink what matters and make room for joy. 1. Caring too much about what others think. For much of life, we're taught to worry about how others see us. We chase approval from family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers, letting their views shape our choices, whether it's our job, how we raise kids, what car we drive, or even tiny things like how we dress. It's exhausting trying to keep everyone happy. We might spend years tweaking our lives to fit what others expect, hoping they'll nod in approval. But by 70, this pressure starts to fade, and it's a relief. You've lived enough to know that your worth doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion. You've made mistakes, learned lessons, and figured out who you are through it all. This realization is freeing because it hands control back to you. Instead of trying to fit into what others expect, you can focus on being yourself, your real, unfiltered self. Think about times you chose something just to avoid judgment. Maybe you took a job you didn't love or skipped a trip because someone might raise an eyebrow. Did it really make you happy? Probably not. Now picture choosing only what feels right for you, like how you spend your days, where you go, or what you wear, without needing anyone's permission. You could wear bright colors, move somewhere quiet, or skip a party without explaining yourself. Letting go of this need for approval gives you the power to live your way, bringing a calm sense of confidence and joy. It's like dropping a heavy bag you've carried too long. You stand taller and feel lighter. 2. Collecting more stuff. When we're younger, we often tie success to things, buying a house, a shiny car, or filling our space with items like clothes, gadgets, or decorations. It feels like a sign of progress or safety, proof we're doing well. Society tells us more is better, so we keep adding to the pile. A bigger TV, a fancier watch, it's a game of keeping up. But after 70, it's clear that happiness doesn't come from owning more. In fact, too many possessions can become a hassle, taking up time and energy to manage. Dusting shelves, fixing broken things, or finding space for it all. It starts to feel like work. At this stage, you might notice that the things you've gathered, clothes you don't wear, old tools, extra furniture, don't add value anymore. They just sit there, reminders of a different time. Start looking around your home. What do you really need? Do you use that stack of old magazines or that chair no one sits in? Letting go of extra stuff can feel refreshing. Clear out what's not useful. Donate it, sell it, or pass it on. And you'll create space for things that matter more, like new memories or time with people you care about. Imagine an open, airy room instead of a cluttered one. It's easier to breathe. Life's real treasures aren't in objects, but in experiences and connections. The laugh with a friend, a walk outside, a story shared. By shedding the excess, you free yourself from being tied down and open up to what's ahead. 3. Sticking to social events you don't enjoy. Earlier in life, we often feel obligated to say yes to parties, gatherings, or keeping up with people, even when it's not fun. It might be out of habit, politeness, or a sense of duty to family or old friends. We drag ourselves to dinners or reunions, smiling through it even if we'd rather be home. There's this unspoken rule that we should show up, no matter how we feel. But after 70, your time is too valuable for that. You've earned the right to decide what's worth it. You don't have to keep doing things that leave you tired or uninspired. It's not rude. It's honest. It's fine to step away from social plans that don't excite you, whether it's a loud event or a chat with someone who drains you. Ask yourself, do you ever leave an event feeling drained instead of happy? Maybe you've sat through hours of small talk, counting the minutes. Now imagine saying yes only to what lifts you up. Time with close friends who get you, a hobby you love, or a quiet night in with a book or a movie. You could sip tea with a neighbor or skip the crowd for a peaceful walk. Choosing what makes you feel good doesn't mean shutting people out. It's about picking what fits your life now. It's your calendar, your rules. This makes every moment you share more special because you're there by choice, not guilt. You'll feel more alive in the moments you pick, not just going through the motions. 4. Trying to meet society's beauty rules. Society pushes a narrow idea of beauty: young skin, perfect bodies, no signs of aging. We see it everywhere. Ads, TV, magazines telling us to stay smooth and wrinkle-free. We're told to fight wrinkles or gray hair as if they're flaws, spending money on creams or dyes to hide them. It's a chase that never ends. But after 70, chasing that standard feels pointless and honestly tiring. Those lines and changes show a life full of stories, not something to cover up. Every mark is a badge from years of laughing, crying, and growing. Real beauty isn't about looking young. It's about the kindness, wisdom, and strength you carry inside. Think of the people you admire. It's likely their warmth, not their looks, that stands out. Maybe it's a friend's gentle smile or a relative's steady advice that you love. Stop worrying about unrealistic ideals and start appreciating yourself as you are. Gray hair, softer skin, and all. You don't need to fit a mold. You're already enough. Letting go of this pressure frees you to feel good in your own skin. Focusing on what makes you unique and strong. Wear what you like. Skip the mirror checks. And smile at the face that's carried you this far. It's not about turning back time. It's about owning it. That's where the real glow comes from. Confidence in who you are now. 5. Holding on to hobbies that feel like work. Over the years, we pick up routines or hobbies that once sparked joy. Like a sport, a club, a game night with friends. They filled our days with fun or purpose, something to look forward to. Maybe you love tennis or knitting or hosting dinners. But as time passes, some stop being fun and start feeling like a task, a box to check instead of a treat. After 70, it's okay to drop what doesn't excite you anymore. You don't have to stick with a book club you dread or a craft that's lost its charm. Maybe that weekly meetup you used to love now feels exhausting, or a pastime doesn't fit who you are today. It's not failure, it's change. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It makes room for new interests that match where you're at now. You might try something fresh, reading novels, tending a small garden, or just relaxing with family over coffee. Take a moment to think. What do you enjoy now, not 5 years ago? Maybe you'd rather watch birds and play cards, or sit quietly instead of rushing out. Freeing yourself from old habits lets you explore what matches your life today, keeping it full of possibility. It's like trading a worn-out coat for one that fits, comfortable and right. You're not stuck, you're growing into something new, and that's exciting. 6. Staying in negative relationships. Relationships shape our lives, but not all are good for us. You might have kept some going out of duty, even if they bring stress or hurt, like a critical friend who always points out flaws, a relative who complains nonstop, or someone who leaves you feeling small. You've put up with it, thinking it's what you're supposed to do. It's hard to walk away when it's habit or family. But after 70, there's no need to put up with that. It's your time, not theirs. Walking away from negativity isn't selfish. It's protecting your peace and saving your energy for what's good. Picture how good it feels to be around people who support and respect you. A chat that leaves you smiling, not tense. Focus on those bonds instead. A friend who listens, a grandchild who lights up your day. Letting go of toxic ties opens space for relationships that make you feel valued and happy. You don't have to cut everyone off. Just step back from the ones that pull you down. Maybe it's fewer calls or shorter visits. You decide. You deserve that lift, not the weight of constant tension. Surround yourself with people who make your heart feel full, and watch how much brighter your days get. 7. Measuring yourself against others. It's easy to compare. Someone's career looks bigger, their family seems perfect, or their house is fancier. We peek over the fence and wonder if we're enough. Maybe a friend retired rich, or a sibling traveled more, and it stings a little. But by 70, you see that everyone's life is different, and comparing steals your happiness. No two paths are the same. Your wins, your struggles, they're yours alone. Your story is built from your own moments and choices, not a race against anyone else. Stop looking at others and start celebrating what you've done, big or small, raising kids, helping a neighbor, or just getting through tough days. Think about your journey, the lessons you've learned, the people you've touched, the growth you've earned. Letting go of comparison helps you live true to yourself, finding peace in where you are and who you've become. You don't need to match anyone's highlight reel. Your quiet joys, like a morning coffee or a kind word, are just as real. Focus there, and you'll feel steady, not swayed by what's next door. 8. Chasing goals that don't fit anymore. When we're young, we set big plans, maybe a dream job, a pile of money, or a certain title. We picture climbing ladders or hitting milestones, driven by what we want or what others expect. It's all hustle and ambition. But as we age, what we want changes. Those old targets might not spark anything now. After 70, some goals just don't matter anymore. And that's not a loss, it's clarity. You don't have to stick to ambitions that don't feel right now, like pushing for a promotion when you'd rather rest, or saving for things you won't use. Maybe success once meant a busy career, but today it's about time with loved ones or small joys like a sunny afternoon. Look at what you care about now: peace, connection, a good laugh. Letting go of outdated dreams lets you focus on goals that match your life today, making it more purposeful and real. Redefine success. Maybe it's writing a letter, learning a song, or just being present. You're freer when you chase what fits now, not what fit then. 9. Feeling bad for putting yourself first. For years, you might have put others' needs ahead of your own. Family, work, friends, always on the list before you. It's second nature to say yes, even when you're stretched thin. Taking time for yourself can feel wrong, like you're letting someone down. But after 70, it's time to let that guilt go. Your happiness counts, and you've earned it. You've given decades to others. Now it's your turn. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish. It's smart and keeps you strong. When you're happy, you bring more to the people you love, showing up with energy instead of exhaustion. What makes you smile? A trip to a new place, a quiet hobby like painting, time with a book in the sun? Make it happen. Book the ticket, grab the brush, sit and read. You deserve to fill your days with joy and strength, enriching your life and those around you. Say no when you need to, yes when you want to. It's not indulgence, it's balance, and it makes everything better. Final thoughts: a lighter, happier life. After 70, some things just don't matter like they used to. Old pressures, habits, or stuff we clung to. Dropping these weights, whether it's others' opinions, extra belongings, or outdated expectations, clears the way for what does. It's like unpacking a suitcase after a long trip. You keep the good and ditch the rest. This stage is your chance to live freely, focusing on the people and moments that bring you joy. Friends who laugh with you, a sunset worth watching, a calm morning. Embrace the simplicity and peace that come with letting go. It's not empty, it's open. Your life deserves to be full of purpose and heart, not dragged down by what's past. Release what's behind you and step into this time with lightness and hope. It's yours to shape, and it can be beautiful.